All right, my name is Stephanie Lanham, and I'm with a rock and roll horror show here with Miss Rose. So, Imaginarium 2023, day 3. We're at the end. What has been your favorite thing so far?
Honestly, I've really enjoyed doing inspirational readings for people. This is my first time doing that at Imaginarium. Usually I'm just here promoting my books and selling merch and things like that. But at home, I've been doing more inspirational readings. So I probably it would be okay if I were to do it here, and she thought it was a great idea. So I've been able to really connect with people even more on a personal level, doing readings for them. And a few of them won some awards last night after I read for
Wow.
them.
So, what got you into doing your spiritual readings? And just explain to our viewers what you actually do.
For the inspirational readings, well, I kind of got ahead of myself. I've been I've been following a spiritual path since probably 1997. As far as like book work and really getting into what the different things are, reading tarot and going in on looking for that spiritual path on a higher universal level. And so recently, anytime I'd set up to do just book signings and stuff, people ask me if I was doing readings. I'm like, no, I was just talking about it. So finally, after so long of just constantly everywhere, I go into bookstores and people asking me if I was doing readings. So I finally just gave in and just like, okay, universe, I'm listening. So I just started doing it, and I mean, I've been doing stuff for some people and just for myself since 1997. But it's just kind of really home that this time.
Have that intervention, as they would put it. Like,
Yes,
hey, this is your path. This is
yes,
your
yes. And the universe kept ringing in my ears, and then once I started on this path, the ringing stopped. Kind of neat, but it is a thing. Universe is calling.
That's what it is. It says you need to answer the phone. That's for sure.
Exactly. So, what I do with my inspirational readings is help people find their inspirational path. So, I use three oracles to decide who is someone, to say who they are, what they need, and their inner guide or their intuition. And then I pull a tarot, and I use pendulums to actually choose the cards. And so when someone pulls a stone from the bag, that stone is associated with the pendulum. And they're connected to what set of cards I'm using. So once I've selected three cards from the tarot, which is the inspirational card, sometimes we get a reverse card, which is kind of like maybe feeling stuck or not doing something that they're wanting to do on their path, or maybe they're kind of not really for sure, like, oh, do I want to do it or not do it? So then I pull another card from a different oracle, or sometimes the same oracle if I don't like to. And that is their spirit guide. And sometimes it could be an animal, it could be a stone, it could be just anything that kind of inspires them or kind of helps them along that inspirational path. So a lot of people, it kind of really hits home on things because it's the present. It's not the past. Oh, we've already done that. Got t-shirt.
You got
Yeah.
the hat. We're
Yep,
good.
yep. And it's not the future because we're not there yet. The future is not written in stone. It's constantly changing as we are changing in the present. So just kind of help give them a little nudge, to help them always dream big. So
It's like the universe trying to give to you.
exactly. Yes, yes.
So I'm noticing a couple of things on your table. I see that you have, of course, your books, your spiritual readings that you have over there. Is there anything else that you do?
Well, I paint. I make witch boxes at home and they're just different types of boxes on different varieties. Like I have ones to set your cards in. And then they're big enough for other things that we like to put in with their cards. And then I have like maybe the bigger witch boxes like I have over there. And then I put all my witchy things that I need to carry and go and open up. And then I'll always have like the Helm of Awe and like a a divination space if someone likes or would like to do divination with pendulums or just anything, throw ruins, whatever. But they've got that little space inside. And I also put in, depending on, sometimes they get a lot of custom work. So they'll have like a specific deity that they want me to put their symbol in the bottom. But if not, I usually do a protection rune or depending on what it is. Like I brought my mini witch boxes because couldn't fit any of the big ones.
Right.
They wanted me to bring some. So I actually have a set of 4 that is earth, air, fire, and water. And each one underneath the little bit of felt is the symbols for earth, air, fire, water that coincides with the colored boxes. The other boxes happen to have symbols. I think one's for protection, one's for wisdom, and forgot what the other one is. So I'd have to like look at enlightenment. That's what it is. Enlightenment. But I think those are all little things that, if people are drawn to it, it's because they need it.
Right.
Just like I don't go and seek out people or ask people, hey, I feel this is whatever. You need a reading, Hi.
Are these free?
No, honey, I'm sorry. And so I have like just this feeling like if someone needs me, they'll find me.
Right.
Wherever I'm at, they'll find me.
I think that's the biggest thing.
Tell people where I'm at geographically. I'm going to be at this location, or I'm going to be at this location, and I'll be doing inspirational readings. So I just leave that as it is. I don't promote on my website. I don't promote, anything else. If someone, I need to be in more physical contact with someone to do their readings. I do use stones to help transfer that energy because as an empath, I don't want to do anything that might
Tarnish for them. Yeah.
Well, I don't want it to be a little bit more than what they want to know that I know. So I try to keep that locked.
Right.
I want the cards to flip cards.
And that's being a fellow spiritual person myself, like with tarot cards, when you're doing the tarot reading and stuff, you have to make sure that they touch the cards.
Yes.
They shuffle the cards. They pick the 3 cards.
And I also just have them touch stones because I'm very, very careful with energy and transfers of energy because I don't want to carry it.
Right.
So I keep it all like, hey, you're only touching this stone. If I have to have them move it, I have to move the stone a little to the left, a little to the right. I won't touch it.
So that's that transfer.
Yes. So I just let that pendulum contact with the stone, and then that contacts with the card. And then I don't know if it's OCD or just because I'm a Virgo, but I like cleanse everything afterwards. I have like multiple charging plates and cleansing plates.
For most of our viewers who don't know, cleansing, and especially, it's almost like having cleansing a clean plate or a clean palate. You don't want to eat steak and then right after it eat ice cream and go back to the same steak. You want to have a clean palate.
Yes.
About it.
Clean house, is same thing with energy. If you have things in your house that's like really, really cluttery, then you have all that stagnant energy that kind of sits there. And then if it builds up too much, you got flickering lights, you have other things that might be like causing mood swings in your house.
I know I have a whole pile of laundry that's probably a bunch of like regret. I need to wash my laundry. And then socks. And the socks are all over my apartment. You can actually ask my boyfriend Jason. He is constantly complaining about the amount of socks that I have all over my apartment. But
I'm not really a sock person, but I do have fluffy socks with the magic of the chosen ones patches on them, and they got the face skin face. Oh, I just brought up socks. And then there's some like knee-high socks over there too.
he'll tell me if I buy more socks. Well, Rose, it was so good to talk to you, and again, great to see you again.
Yes.
My second year. How long have you been doing Imaginarium?
This is my 5th year coming. I think 2018 was the first time I met Holly and Steven. And I pitched the Amulet of Elements, the first book of my Magical Tips 1 series, and they were the first ones after 9 years of trying to get published and kept getting no's from agents, small publishing houses, you name it. I got no's for 9 years. But I think it's the universe making me be patient, making me wait,
Holly.
waiting for Holly and Steven. So, and then of course, the second book of the series came out last year, so I'm very excited. I was actually one of the finalists in the fantasy category for the Imaginarium. So
I know that. And
Yeah.
what great people though, and amazing people to have your book published by you. It's like,
Oh, yes.
such big hearts. It's really
exactly,
amazing. So,
their family and just
Yeah.
like the Imaginarium, convention. It's just family. It's like either like some people have said it's a reunion. It's a vacation for me because I get to. I look forward to it every year.
I'm starting to look forward to it every year. It's my second year here. Last year I wasn't able to participate as much as I wanted to because of personal things, but this year it was nice to go and sit at panels and to just talk to everybody and be welcomed with open arms and actually feel like you belong. So,
Yeah.
but thank you so much. Rose,
Oh,
for
thank you
being on the
very
podcast.
much. Thank you very much. I'm so glad that you came back this year.
All right, this is Stephanie and Rose, the Rock and Roll Horror Show.
Listen.